Got some alligator penny loafers right here. These are my favorite pairs. We're gonna get Eric and loafers one day.
Oh, that would be...
Probably for about 2.5 minutes. And
that mustache and that gold chain. Just like top it off, man. Hey, what's up, internet? Bob the Barber here, Beardbrand HQ, as my boy Justin just said, and we are going to give him a little trim. What prompted you to start growing it out? Has it been like long for a while?
It's been this long for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, it's been this long for 6 or 7 years, and it was kind of that awkward intermediate length for like 2 or 3 years. I was working for the man in New York, and he had my hair quite this long. So I, kind of slid it back after bathing style, which sometimes worked, sometimes it didn't work.
How good was your business card, man?
It was good. It was Cerulean Bone or Bo Cerulean Font. And then when I stopped working for the man, and I just kind of let it grow out, and it kind of got progressively longer. It's been this length, like I said, for probably like 6, 7 years.
That seems to be the trend. Like you're kind of stuck with the hairstyle that the man requires, and then as soon as you're let go and free, you grow out the big mustache, the big beard, the big hair.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing right now is that it's just kind of cut straight across, nice and even. Yeah, that's exactly. I think the approach that we'll go to. Do you ever wear it down?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
Especially in the morning when it's drying out. I don't use a hair dryer, so I'll usually just kind of let it air dry.
Word.
And I'll put it up. I would say it's up probably more than half the time I sleep because it's easier that way. And then during the day and night, it's probably up maybe 75-80% of the time.
Okay.
It just kind of depends on the mood, the weather. It gets too hot, usually there's stuff like that.
Yeah, this is
But I do like to be able to wear it down and for it to look kind of not like a total mess, to have some kind of composure and some flow to it.
Well, I hate to break it to you, man, but your hair is lovely and healthy, man.
Well, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's looking really good. And you had mentioned that you're thinking about maybe like 2 or 3 inches off?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I last cut it, like I said, I think like 5 months ago, back in August, now being mid-January. So there's probably been, what would you say, probably like 3 months of growth since then?
Yeah, the typical hair growth is about ½ an inch a month, which is about the width of most people's fingers.
Okay.
You got the banana hands like on your eyes or something.
Yeah, so a couple inches, I wouldn't want to get it too short. I found when it gets too short, it's hard to get it up. Good.
With this amount of length, that should not be a problem whatsoever. You got quite the mane. I'm digging it. I've always wanted to grow hair this long, but like you said, that awkward stage, like committing to it, that's a grind, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes. That's what a lot of guys are like, what are you growing your hair for? It's been a long time.
But when you said a decade, man, that's a...
Yeah.
What were you doing out in New York?
I was in Barber at one big for accounting firm. So depending on the client you're at, it's a little more formal, a little more kind of professional. They want you to be, you got the clients say they want you to look composed and trustworthy. And some clients you walk with, they're like this, like,
yeah,
what's going on?
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
New York, man, y'all gotta loosen up that tie. Jeez. Yeah, that's about 3 inches off.
Okay.
I'd like to do now is
clean up.
Yeah, there's stuff right here, there's little flyaways.
Yeah. You're gonna take trouble with those.
I think you need to commit to them and just let them grow out.
Okay.
So they can tuck behind your ear and just stay in place.
Cool.
You might want to, if you ever give yourself a little bit of a cleanup around the edges, you're going to want to aim for the natural points on your head to kind of tuck them away. So, like here's this point in your
hairline right here at the temple.
Yeah, tuck those up a little bit and only touch what's beneath them.
Yeah.
You can see that some of these top ones have been cut.
Yeah.
So that's why they fly away.
Yeah.
But they should be able to grow with everything else.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to worry about these. It looks more uniform.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about putting in product. Yeah, because your sideburns are pretty much from here down.
Yeah.
And that'll just make your life a little easier.
Now, if I let those grow out, are more flyaway is just going to kind of grow and come to the surface. So is it kind of a perpetual cycle?
As long as you don't touch it.
Okay.
No, so show those guys the same amount of love that you know, the conditioning, the lotioning, the love.
Okay. Cool.
That way they catch up with the rest, and even if it means just having them a few inches longer so that they tuck behind your ear, then you won't have to worry about them ever like flying out.
Yeah.
And then like I said, just from kind of like this little curve right here, here in Austin we call it the C note. We kind of push those down, maybe address these guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Because once again, the difference in some of the, like a softer finish, we would let this sideburn grow out a little longer, but for us guys, we like them nice and tight.
Yeah.
Just be aware of not chopping these guys. Because I'm guessing you kind of take care of some of that stuff.
No, I don't. But you know, sometimes I'll go for like a straight razor shave, and the barber will trim it up just a little bit, and like clean it up. So you know that could be it.
It happens, like I said, you kind of have to make the effort to push it out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to you earlier about this these finishing touches down here. You actually have a really well-defined kind of solid hairline. So some of us hairier guys will have the neck beard that grows back and everything. And those are the things, like when you pull your hair up, I want to make sure that looks nice and tight, nice and groomed.
Yeah, and it's tough because we don't see it as guys, obviously, but
exactly
behind us or
it just, I care about the people who are behind me at the grocery line.
You're considered a barber.
Well, Justin, why didn't you want to go with a mega mullet?
Oh man.
A, there's no way I could pull it off as well as this dude named Eric Van Holmes. And B, totally off brand for me. I'm also not sure that it would look good for me. Although Kenny Powers is a great inspiration for the mullet, I will say. Yeah, Eric, I don't know, man. Like, if I didn't have long hair like this, I don't know what I would want my hair look like. You know, mohawk, mullet, buzz cut, like more traditional, like banker cut. I don't know. It'd be a very weird stage in life.
What I'm looking for is, like I said, just where his natural hairline is starting and finishing, and the fact that these guys are nice and long and kind of up in the bun as well. I'm gonna leave them alone because if I go too deep into the hairline, they're gonna start to sprout out and have to grow out completely. And it's just, once again, it's not gonna look that great when he pulls it up and everyone has to look at his little neck goatee. And then I mentioned before in other videos that if it's hair, I'll cut it. So I'll pull that collar down as far as I can go. Hair should be on the head, not too many other places. So how'd you enjoy Austin?
I've had a great time so far. I've been down here a number of times before for bachelor parties, rugby tournaments, fun stuff like that. Yeah. Played at the Austin Blacksfield a few times.
Yes, those are my boys.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah.
Good group of guys. They would host an NBA tournament here. They did it for a number of years. They're very nice folks. And we come down.
They have to be nice because they usually beat up on everybody. So.
Well, they wouldn't play it because they were too good for us. But they would host the tournament, and it was always on Halloween weekend, which for those who have not been in Austin for Halloween weekend, it is quite a sight.
Yes.
Always
people watching.
Yeah, unbelievable. Always a good time. And then bachelor parties. So I always have a great time down here. It's a very manageable city. People are nice. Food's great. Pretty much like a 3-day food coma when I'm here. It's all good.
Tell me about those loafers, man. Because if anything, we should all try to get Mr. B in some loafers.
You can try. I know a guy who can, I can find a pair of them.
I don't know if it would go with my style or not.
No, you know what?
I think for your normal style.
I think the problem is going to be finding an alligator big enough to get a high for giant feet.
Yeah, I think I would agree with Eric actually. Loafers, I would say, are not for everybody. Like sneakers, boots are not for everybody. For me, very much my style. I'm very much kind of like East Coast preppy style, corduroys, khakis, polo shirts, stuff like that. I wear loafers like 9 days a week. So we do get some guys too who are like, I got a new job, or my girlfriend wants me to dress a certain way, or whatever other reason. I want to incorporate loafers into my wardrobe, and I think it's about figuring out within loafers, we offer specifically moccasin style loafers, which are on the less formal end of the spectrum. So the moccasin is the type of sewing.
A little rougher, deconstructed, as opposed to the.
Yeah, very soft wearing, more like slippers. I love that style. It's as I said, kind of slightly less formal. So it's within the moccasin styles of loafers. You have the penny loafers, you have the bit loafers, and then you have kind of your driving loafers. So it's figuring out what style is best for you. Like the bit loafer with the metal ornamentation on the top, that's definitely not an Eric Gable style. Maybe I could see wearing like a black suede loafer or like a dark brown suede loafer with like jeans. That could actually, I think, work for your style. Specifically in like the driving shoe style with kind of like the little lace on the top or maybe a penny loafer. Something a little more subdued and subtle, I think is definitely your style.
Yeah.
The loafer game, it's like quite the step up from just everyone's, Chuck Taylors like I'm rocking today, or like some Vans, even some nice like suede roads.
Yeah, it's just a different type of, it's like a different type of style. Depending on, it's all about framing. What do you frame your style as? Are you more like jeans, t-shirt, sneakers? In a lot of cases, you can just swap in loafers there. But depending on what else you wear, if it's a lot of denim, sometimes tighter pants, it's harder to pull off loafers sometimes.
Are the stories about the penny loafer slot? Is there truth to that?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of guys. Well, not a lot. You don't see it much anymore, but I should ask you what story you're referring to.
So I remember hearing that the slot was for being able to make a phone call, like an emergency style situation. If you got stuck back then when gas probably cost a penny.
Yeah. And it was a scary world where we didn't have iPhones and cell phones that we could be on all the time. Just dark, scary place. But yeah, so yes, that is correct. Now, was the slot originally developed for that? No. But it was adapted for that, I believe, primarily in the American market. After the region came over or was adapted from Norway in the early part of the 20th century. And then America kind of had its own independent history of a similar style, which comes from kind of Native American footwear. But yeah, you'll see some guys, they'll put a penny or sometimes even like, I think as far as like the golden eagle like dollar coin or something like that. You'll just see that sometimes. But I think the best look is a nice kind of like weathered penny, so it doesn't stick out too much. But it's pretty rare to see that these days. So I have a question. So, some guys may be curious, what is it like having longer hair versus shorter hair from a barber's perspective in terms of like hair health and, when you're cutting the hair, do you look for different things? And I'm actually curious about this. Do you look for different things between different lengths of hair? As you said, my hair has been on my head for years. Your hair, maybe Eric's hair, has maybe been on your head for, a couple months. So are there different things that a guy like me with long hair need to keep in mind? Or you as a barber,
absolutely,
do you approach it differently?
Absolutely. Just like when you're growing a beard.
Yeah.
From that first moment that you're gonna grow the beard, you should start showing it love because it's gonna be the hair that's the oldest and the most exposed on your face. So, with that said, show it from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yes, guys who rock shorter hair, we can get away with being a little rougher too because we're gonna chop off the bad stuff most of the time. But for you, quality conditioner, quality shampoo, stuff that you can afford that you might want to eat.
Yeah.
Like you want the stuff where you can pronounce the words in it and
like Beardbrand products.
Exactly, because this is going to be out in the elements for months, if not years. And once again, if that breakage starts to occur, your hair gets a little thinner, gets a little frizzier, less manageable, and that makes your effort kind of like, man, all that time growing it out and it looks like garbage. So, you want to show it love, and once again, it's not so much doing more, but just doing the right stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of looking at some of these. This hair closer to your head probably has a little bit more wave because that's your natural texture, and as it gets longer, it pulls itself out, so it straightens up.
Yeah.
But man, it looks really good. I'm gonna go and wrap this up and give it a nice little shave around the neck and we'll get you out of here.
Okay, sounds good.
This stuff is great
Go ahead.
for detail work. Shave leather is awesome because it feels great. It's nice and lush, but the shave gel stays nice and slick. I can see all the edges where that blade's gonna tap, and
So men's website is thefinalgentleman.com. My shoe company, we do loafers and other goods, is J Butler Shoes.
J Butler Shoe.
I'm a man of the leather.
Man, I like that.
Hey, I've been missing you guys. I'm over at Beardbrand Alliance. Yeah, that's the channel where we're now doing our grooming videos and our self-improvement, all that good stuff that we used to do over here. This channel now, just barbershop videos. Beardbrand Alliance, got you covered.